Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling completely drained, but you couldn't pinpoint exactly why? They didn't insult you, they didn't yell, but something just felt off. Psychology shows us that the deepest damage to our self esteem doesn't usually come from obvious enemies. It comes from the subtle, quiet disrespect of people disguised as friends, partners, or coworkers. Today, we're looking at 5 signs someone is secretly disrespecting you. Pay close attention to number 4, because I guarantee we all have someone in our lives doing it to us right now. 1. The micro-dismissal. Picture this. You're in the middle of telling a story. You're getting to the best part, and right before the punchline, their eyes glaze over. They casually pull out their phone to check a notification. If you stop talking right in that exact moment, they probably wouldn't even notice. We tend to excuse this. We say, "Oh, everyone's addicted to their screens." But here is the psychological reality. It's not that they have a short attention span. It's that, subconsciously, they don't value what you have to say enough to be present. Respect is measured in attention. When someone withdraws their attention casually while you're speaking, it's not a modern quirk. It's a silent power play. 2. The Schrödinger's insult. This usually happens in front of a group. They'll drop a sarcastic comment about your appearance, your job, or a mistake you made. But the second you don't laugh, or worse, you actually stand up for yourself, they throw their hands up. "Wow, relax, I was just joking. You're way too sensitive." This is a classic psychological trap known as passive aggression. It allows them to attack your boundaries while completely dodging accountability. By telling you that you're too sensitive, they are actually gaslighting you into thinking your reaction is the problem, rather than their disrespect. Remember this rule. A real joke makes everyone laugh. If you're the only one bleeding, it wasn't a joke. It was a test to see what they can get away with. 3. Time asymmetry. This is the belief that their time is sacred, but your time is entirely optional. Think about that one person who always leaves you on read for 2 days, but gets visibly annoyed if you don't reply to their text within 10 minutes. Or maybe they are consistently 20 minutes late to every meetup or meeting. Psychology tells us that chronic lateness isn't always just a bad habit or a time management issue. Often, it's a subconscious hierarchy. By making you wait, they are communicating that their schedule, their life, and their time matter more than yours. It's a subtle way of putting you on standby. And over time, it completely erodes the equality of the relationship. 4. The conversational hijack. You tell them you had a terrible day at work, and instantly they reply, "You think that's bad? Wait until you hear what my boss did to me." Or you share a win. Maybe you finally hit a fitness goal, and they immediately bring up how they did that exact same thing 5 years ago. They aren't trying to relate to you, they are trying to outshine you. This stems from a mild form of conversational narcissism. A respectful person listens to understand and hold space for your experience. Someone who secretly disrespects you views every conversation as a competition for the spotlight. If you constantly feel like a supporting actor in your own conversations, you're being hijacked. 5. Convenient forgetfulness. Now look, we all forget things. Life gets busy, but you need to pay attention to what they forget. They never seem to forget their boss's instructions, their own needs, or the favors you owe them. But they consistently forget that small boundary you set last week. They forget that you don't like discussing certain personal topics. When someone selectively forgets the things that matter to you, it's not amnesia, it's apathy. Repeatedly ignoring your small boundaries is their way of testing the fences. They want to see if you'll actually enforce your limits, or if you'll just quietly accept the disrespect. Disrespect thrives in silence and polite smiles. But the moment you recognize these 5 signs, the dynamic shifts. You take your power back. You don't always need to argue. Sometimes you just need to quietly adjust their access to you. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Which of these 5 signs is the absolute hardest to deal with? Or is there a completely different sign of hidden disrespect that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. Stay mindful, protect your peace, and I'll see you in the next video.